Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Foliage. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So guys, today I'm going to show you how to set up a vertical garden without drilling any holes in the wall. You do not even need to hit a nail on the wall because I know a lot of us cannot hit a nail or drill holes in the wall for various reasons. So that is the reason why I have come up with another idea in which you do not need to do any of these. Now guys, this is going to be for people who are completely exhausted with space on ground and now they want to increase their collection and they do not have space. So vertical garden is an excellent option. So guys, let's start. I'm going to show you in detail how this thing can be carried out. So the first thing that we need is a pot. Vertical garden is to have the right type of pot. Now guys, there are a lot of pots available in the market of different sizes, shapes and colors. But I would suggest to go with a pot like this because this is quite light. It's made out of plastic. The depth is around 4 inches. The width is 5 inches. Now, if you want, you can even choose other colors. There are a lot of other colors like brown, green, blue, white. You can choose any colors, but this was available with me, so I didn't want to go ahead and purchase. Ready? Now the next step is to set up the vertical garden. Now here I have this wire net that I have purchased. Most of you guys might already have it in your balconies, but I was not so fortunate enough. Now this is available in any hardware store. I would suggest you to go with the metal one and not the plastic one because the metal one is much more stronger, and you can even go ahead and paint this to make it rust free. Now guys, ensure that you do not use a rope to tie this net because the rope tends to decompose over time. When it comes in contact with water and sun, it might decompose. So always go with a wire or something made out of metal to tie these nets. Now here again, another important thing, ensure that your net is firmly against the wall. It should not be loose like this because in case if it is loose and when you tend to put up the pots, the net will start leaning forward. Now guys, the pots are not very heavy, but still they would have some weight. So when you're going to fix them onto these vertical nets, they will start to lean ahead. So guys, I've gone ahead and tightened the strings and I've made the net much more firm and stiff towards the wall. Now after this, you want to just apply a little bit of pressure to check that everything is intact. Now guys, please ensure that you check once before placing the pots because if this thing is going to break and if it's going to fall apart, it's going to be a huge mess, and please don't blame me later. So guys, also when you're going to be applying a little bit of pressure, the knots are going to get tightened and it's going to be much more stiff. Like you can see right now, everything is perfect. So now talking about the soil mix, always go for a very light material of soil mix. We do not want to put a lot of weight on the vertical garden. That is the reason why we are using very small pots as well. We do not want to put a lot of pressure, a lot of weight on the vertical garden. That might turn out to be a problem. So the soil mix that I have over here is 70% of coco peat, 20% of garden soil and 10% of aquarium sand. So this is going to be a very light and good mixture for a vertical garden. So guys, now that our vertical garden is ready, we have the mesh, we have the pot and the soil. It's time to select the plants. Now guys, I would advise please don't go with Coleus plants. I am doing it because I am propagating my Coleus plants and otherwise I would end up with a lot of pots. So this vertical garden tends to work out really well for me. But if you are setting up a vertical garden, I would always advise you to go with smaller plants like pothos, philodendrons or any other smaller variety of plants. Over here I am selecting Coleus plants because I am propagating them, and Coleus plants tend to grow really huge, so you do not want to add them in your vertical garden because they will grow very huge. So if you're setting up your vertical garden, ensure that you go with smaller varieties of plants. Please don't use Coleus plants. Coleus will grow really huge. I'm just doing this for propagation setup. So you can go with smaller varieties. As I said, you can go with philodendrons, pothos, or you can even try syngoniums. They will do excellent in vertical gardens. You can even go for smaller varieties of flowering plants. Now guys, I have my pot over here and I've taken a couple of cuttings of my Coleus plants. Now you can see the amount of cuttings that I have. If I otherwise had to use them in individual pots, I would have needed a lot of pots and I would have needed a lot of space. So this tends to work out really well. So I have around 4 to 5 cuttings over here, and I'm going to put them all in this pot and then put it back in the vertical garden. So very gently I will tuck the stems in the soil. As I said that the soil is very light, it does not have a lot of weight, so it tends to work out really well on the vertical garden and does not put in a lot of pressure on the metal mesh. So now I've gone ahead and added in all the 4 cuttings. Now guys, here I have 2 options. One, when this Coleus starts to grow, I can either transfer it to an individual pot or I can trim it. Just like how I trim the other Coleus plants, once it tends to grow, I can do trimmings and I can multiply my Coleus plants even more. So now that we are completely done, it's time to move to the vertical mesh. Now guys, in order to fix, you have to fix these hooks very securely on the vertical mesh. You have to ensure that those hooks are anchored onto the vertical mesh, otherwise you might end up dropping the pot, so ensure that it's nicely placed on it. Now guys, this is my entire collection. This is what I have been doing all this while. I have been putting in a lot of my cuttings on this vertical mesh and you can see how beautiful it looks. It is going to take some time for these Coleus plants to grow, so I can make a good utilization of my space. Now guys, over here I have my Philodendron Brazil. I've already made a video on it and you can see how well it's doing in the vertical garden. So as I said, you can go for any smaller plants like pothos, syngoniums, philodendrons, or even small flowering plants as well. And you can see how much of space has been saved because I'm completely exhausted with the ground space. So this is the only option that I was left with, and you can see it looks so beautiful. Let me quickly show you an example of the Coleus plant as well. Now this is the same Coleus plant I had made a video on. You remember that plant was so small that time, and right now you can see how bushy and how huge it has grown. This is the same Coleus plant. So with this you will get an idea that how huge Coleus plants tend to grow. It is going to get double the size of this, so you can imagine how big they tend to grow. So guys, watering for them is very simple. Just like how you tend to water your regular pots, it's the same type of watering. You're going to water until the water starts passing through the drain hole. Now unfortunately I cannot show you to you in this video because it has been raining a lot and all my soil is wet. So I don't want to take a chance by watering it right now because the soil is already wet and it could lead to root rot. So I'm just going to skip that part, but definitely I will give you an update on this vertical garden. I will show how to water the vertical garden and it will be much easier for you to understand. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.